in Hollywood swinging. Praise the Lord, everyone. This morning on the huddle, we're going to address a pain point in your life that you have not shared with the huddle community. But you know what? I think you really need to address this pain point. And you may be struggling with creating and releasing your first online course. And so this morning on the huddle, we brought the expert, not only the friendly brand ambassador, but I'm saying the number one brand ambassador to get this course launched this year, right now on the huddle. Praise the Lord, everyone. Welcome to the huddle. I'm your host, Walter Strong. If you're new here and you want to broaden your reach, your impact, and income through online video, then we want to welcome you to the show. This morning, we have another dynamic guest, but a returning dynamic guest who is a brand ambassador, who is a content creator, but most importantly, she is creating online courses that are going to help you take your brand, your business to the next level. This morning on the huddle, we want to welcome the one, the only Miss Michelle Lawerence. Good morning, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I actually do have that. I do have that.
You go right ahead. I'll deal with you two later. You go right ahead. You want some applause? Put yourself some applause.
Oh
on.
my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. My name is Michelle Lawerence. I am your friendly neighborhood brand ambassador. I help you stand out so that you can make your mark in the world. The way I do that is through my MARK method, which stands for mindset, authenticity, revenue, and knowledge. I do that via classes and courses. We're going to talk about it just like this. So what are you waiting for? It's time for you to make your mark.
That's right. We see already the legend is already in the chat. Good morning, Mr. James Hex. What's up, sir? Get you up on screen. Did I get? Yep, there he is. That's what my man said. What's up? It's going down on the West Coast.
Oh my goodness, it's early. It's early in your time. I've been up forever.
then we got the not a myth, but a true legend all the way from London, Mr. Ash Boland. Good morning, sir. Oh yeah, they're coming in. Guys, let me know how. I'm looking on the screen. We got a new monitor now, so hopefully my lighting is working. But I need you guys, experts, opinion on the lighting. So if I need to make some adjustments over the next coming weeks with this new monitor, please put it in the chat. Just don't be too mean to your boy this morning.
You know what? I could even, help with the ambiance. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay. Hold up. Let's do this. Okay.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Right. So I want to match you. So okay. I could do this. Boom. How about that?
You got the huddle colors.
There you go. It's all about the branding. Okay. It's all about the branding.
All about the branding.
Oh my gosh.
Definitely. So let me fire this first question at you. Why was it so important to you that you thought it was important to create this online course? Not only to create this online course, but what do you felt was missing from other online courses on this subject matter that you've created?
Well, okay, that's a really good question. So basically, I was my demographic, right? I wanted something to kind of get me on the right track quickly. I have a day job and, my day job is now, I have to, put it in that mindset where it's like, okay, that's what I do during the day, but this is what I do all the time, right? And so I wanted to be able to figure out for myself, how can I do this and how can I do this quickly? Because I need to be able to, I had a really long career, 20, almost 22 years in that particular career. And now it's time for me to do me, right? So I wanted to be able to kind of figure out how to do it really quickly and, do it successfully so that I could go ahead and say, you know what? Sayonara, I retire.
All right now. All right now. Mr. Ash Bolin says, as soon as this screen yard pops this up, do I got it up?
Yep, you did. You
Oh,
did.
there you go. He says, I'm moving you both to the big screen so I can sit back and relax, enjoy the show. Man, get you some popcorn also. Get you some popcorn and enjoy the show, because this is going to be one epic show for the
Oh my
books.
goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm so humble. I try to stay humble.
When this is all over, boy, nah, ain't happening. Those of you who are joining us on YouTube, we're talking about 5 tips on helping you to release your first online course in 2022, not 23, 24, 25, 22.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about giving you those tips and arming you to be able to grow your brand, your business online and on YouTube. So let's get into these tips. Oh, I'm sorry. My replay folks. My replay folks. Those of you who are going to watch the replay, I am so grateful for you. Put in the hashtag team replay. And those of you who are live, like James and Ash Bolin, give me a team live, hashtag team live. Tip number 1. No one seeks to buy a course, but they seek to buy a result.
That is true. That is so true, because like I just said, so I needed to do, I'm just talking, look, do you, okay? I need to figure out how to do this quickly. All right. I need to do this quickly. That was what I was thinking when I was looking for a course. Right. Mm-hmm. And so I'm sure when you're looking for information, you want succinct information, and you want to be able to like get everything that you need right there in one place. So I totally get that. I totally get that, because you just want to get what you need when you need it. And if you want it to be to answer all your questions, or maybe give you the right questions to ask for whatever subject it is that you're doing. So let's take my day job. Okay. So I'm in a new field, and I don't know very much about this particular field, but I need to know a little bit more so that when I am in front of my clients or whatever, that I sound like I know what I'm doing. Okay. So yeah, of course I want to take a course so that I could figure out all the nuances and all the things that I need to be aware of, so that when I do see my clients, I could better answer their questions, because they're coming to me as the person who knows, who has their problem, who has, who knows the answers to the problems that they have. So that was one thing that I wanted to think about when I put my course together. I'm like, okay, so my ideal client, what are they looking for? And what do they need? What is the problem that they have that they're trying to solve? So there you go.
There you go. Hey, it's about creating a course that creates results. Not just to have a course, and that's good. Hey, if you're an author like me and you wrote your first book, it was good to write that first book. You guys are in the chat going, what, you an author? Yeah, I wrote my first book. It's called A Quiet Place with the Father, on Amazon. But it was good to have that book, but did it produce and create results? And that's what I'm really excited about your course, that it's not hype, but it's going to provide some great results.
Thank you.
Tip number 2, help people save time. Wait, did I do that right? Help people save time and get results faster. Not only get results, but to get them faster.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, like I was saying in point number 1, you want it to whatever need they have, and then be able to get them to see what it is that they want. What is the result? What is the objective of said course, right? So if you are speaking to those objectives, so that by the end of the course they will be able to do A, B, C, and D, that is what you want them to get. Yeah, so they can get that faster if they complete this course, right? And so that basically that's what you want in any kind of course creation that you're doing, because you want them to be able to feel like they're getting their answers from your content.
Definitely. Hey, if I know this is one of these courses, not a course that you can be able to purchase, but it's going to be the type of course that you can be able to share with others and say, you need to purchase this course. Yeah, I know Michael Hyatt and Pat Flynn got their online courses, but my girl Michelle Lawerence got a course for you.
Yeah.
She got a course for you. She got a course for you. Tip number 3. You ready for this? YouTube, you ready for this, Huddle community? Design your course in the language that your audience speaks.
Ooh, that is really important because you want to be able to resonate. You want your audience to be able to resonate with what you're talking about. But, I can't be speaking Spanish at a Russian convention. They're not going to understand what I'm talking about. Okay. So I can't, let's bring it back. So let's say, for instance, I can't be, if I know that the people who desire the course that I have, are looking for, ways to design and ways to create using the Cricut. And I bust up in there with like, oh yeah, we got to talk about brand in this. No, we're not talking the same language. So first of all, we need to know who our ideal audience is so that we could speak that language that they're looking for. If they're looking for this, you need to know, okay, who is that person? What do they want? What are their pain points and how to reach that particular person? So, it has to be congruent. I just did a live stream about this a couple of weeks ago, as a matter of fact. Yeah. So, that needs to be a little bit more congruent with, course, your course and actual customer avatar. Those two need to match.
I like that. You can't be speaking one language and then completely be speaking, slang for a phrase I'm looking. You're speaking internet online slang when I need you to be able to speak the language that address my pain point.
There you go.
I like that. Go. Hey, if you're getting great value out of this online discussion on launching your first course, do me a favor, click the like button, smash the like button, share this live stream on your favorite social media or platform that you have, and encourage someone that in 2022, it's time for you to go to the next level and launch that online course that you've been talking about at the Thanksgiving table, the Christmas table, whatever dinner table you've been sitting at. It's time for you to launch the course. Tip number 4, and this is very simple, but I remember my days of being an author, wanting to write my first book. But as much as I talked about it, I never sat down and wrote it out on the manuscript. Writing out your online course. Why do you believe this is such a challenge for people sometimes?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Sometimes you just need to get it out of your head, right? Well, you do need to get it out of your head so that you can actually make sense of it. I've had to do that this week. Right. I just had to do that just this week. But yeah, sometimes, you have so many ideas in your head and you're like, okay, you just need to do a brain dump, get it out. Right. Once you get the information out of your head, now you can organize it. Right. So, it's really, you want to be able to like make it make sense. Make it make sense, make it logical. That if you're going from, it's like having GPS. There you go. It's like having GPS. Okay. So if you put in the destination into your GPS will then give you step-by-step directions as to how to get there. Right. So you have all of these ideas floating around in your head. You got to put it down on paper, get it out of your head, so that then now you can connect the dots. It's like, okay, this is the first logical step. Then this is the next logical step. Then this is the next logical step, until you get to the destination or the objective for which you want, you want your avatar to experience, right? So yeah, definitely. Absolutely. You got to get it out of your head. Do a brain dump, however you do it, whether you are a pen and paper kind of person, if you are visual and you want to get like a big marker, or you have a big whiteboard. I got a whiteboard right over there. It's like, whatever you do, get it out of your head so that you can, make it make sense.
There you go. Got to say good morning to another legend in the chat, Mr. Chris Gloss, the brand queen, he says. Good morning, sir.
What up, Chrissy Chris? Oh my goodness. ATL in the house. Yes.
Yes. Oh my God. My boy Ash says, I got my popcorn. All right. And through this, and I know I got these 5 tips, but let me throw a curveball at you. You've been talking about creating your customer avatar. If I'm looking to create my online course, and I'm learning about who my audience is, but how do I create a customer avatar?
I'm glad you asked me. Of course you would throw me a curveball, but I got you. Okay, so look, spotlight me, bro.
Here we go. Get the spotlight on. Boom.
Yes, I knew you was going to ask me. Okay, look, I already did the work for you. If you are thinking about figuring out who your customer avatar is, I created this little worksheet just for you so that you can then work through who that is. You got to know their demographics, their psychographics, what their values are, what are the objectives, that they have, that they're trying to do. You got to do all of this stuff. So if you click the link, lbcbranding.link/avatar, you can download that for free 99. Okay. I'm just saying. So, this is how you figure this out. It's a worksheet. It has all the things that you need where you can really dive into who that person is. And by knowing that will help you to figure out what their pain points are. So now you can design your course to fit who it is that you're talking to.
All right, now, there you go. And we will put the link in the description for my team replay. I see so many legends are popping in the chat. I'm going to have to hire me a host moderator with these many legends like Mr. Steve Worthy. He said, good to see my girl, Michelle and Walter. He is a massive fan.
Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Brain dumped. All right, bro. I hear you. Tip number 5. Before launching the course, having a beta launch. How important in your years of creating online courses, in doing a beta launch before actually going live?
So that's important too, because I've had like a couple of different mentors who have like different points of view on this. One mentor that actually, helped me workshop my brand and all these different types of things. Her thing was, let the people ask you for what they want, right? And so she was like, sell it before you build it, because let's say you build it and you think it's great, you think it's gravy, nobody's seen it before, and then it just doesn't fit the avatar, they just don't want it, and it's like, oh well, now I have this and now I can't really do anything with it. But her school of thought was, ask your avatar what they want and then build it based on what they want. So she was sort of like, and she is masterful at this, where she would sell something before she even created it, right? And people, the avatar ate it up because they told her exactly what they wanted, and she made exactly what they wanted. So, that was like perfect, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, I also have another school of thought where depending on the subject, depending on who you're making the information for, if you are an expert on said thing. So like, my day job, I'm in medicine, right? I work in medicine. So there are certain things that, they're very logical. It's science. You don't need to like ask the people, right? You go back to the science and you do best practices, right? And so that's another way of doing it, where you create the course and then you launch it, and and you have your people to take a look at it, go through it. It answers the objectives. You have to be really specific as to the objective that you're trying to cover, and then they'll be able to kind of go through and see for themselves. So I've had like a dichotomy. I've had two ways of doing things, and it's really interesting. I'm more, because of my scientific background, I kind of want to lean to the second way, but I've seen how the first way works as well too, because my mentor, she's she's out here doing this here thing, like to the tune of 7 figures. So I can't argue with that, because she's got the results. So both ways work. It's just, how you choose to approach it. And I really do like the idea of having like a beta, like a launch, your beta testers, because then those people will be able to give you feedback as to, okay, well, maybe you could tweak this way or something else like that. Then, they've gone through it and they're like, okay, well, we like this portion of it, but we didn't like this portion of it. So maybe you might want to go back to the drawing board for something like that. So, needless to say, you want to have that social proof. That's also important too, to have that social proof to say, yeah, I liked it. This really helped me, and that's what you really want. You really want your raving fans to know that the information that you put out really helped them.
And gentlemen, just so you know, Michelle is a part of our amazing Women on YouTube series. And so that was my main motivation this morning, and having her be able to come on, share these tips on launching your first online course, and then also promoting her new online course. So tell our viewers, especially those of who are just joining in the chat on YouTube, and we are on Twitter.
Oh my goodness, are we?
Yes, we are tweeting live.
Oh my goodness.
So tell our viewers a little about, as Chris says, masterclass in progress on your new course.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I'll tell you about my new course.
Spotlight. We put the spotlight.
Oh my goodness, spotlight.
Boom.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. So let me tell you about my course. Okay. Let me tell you about my course. All right. So my customer avatar, I did all my research and I know exactly who she is. I was that person and I know her pain points. Now, a lot of times, and even my customer avatar is female. However, it could be male too. I'm just saying. But a lot of times, you might have some limiting beliefs around something that you really don't even know you have. Right? Now, my course is called Crushing Limiting Beliefs. Now, there is a quiz that you can take prior to taking that course. And that is lbcbranding.link/test. So that you can actually take this limiting belief assessment test to see if you have any of these things. However, I just wanted to kind of give you an overview of what this looks like. So you're actually seeing my phone on screen, right? And so this is giving you a little information about this particular course. My course started in January, and it is helping you to break free from those limiting beliefs that you may have around getting stuck and just doing things like you want to be you want to be a content creator, but you might think you don't have the time. You might think you don't have money to do to do what you need to do. You might think, I don't know, who am I? Am I really the go-to person here? You might have some limiting beliefs around all of those things, right? So this particular course, there are 14 different lessons around different beliefs that may hinder you, right? And so if you go to the link that you see on your screen where it says lbcbranding.link/no limits, you'll be able to see all of this good stuff here. These are some of the questions that you ask yourself. Am I currently, being stuck, like in failure, right? Things like that. So just kind of go through all these different little things. What are some of the lies that you're telling to yourself that you really don't understand, right? Sometimes you feel like you can do what you need to do. However, something is holding you back. What is it that's holding you back, right? You may have, you might never know that you have a limiting belief around an idea until you really examine it. And this is one of the things that we do here in this particular course. Now, it is self-paced, okay? And you can go ahead and move through this course as fast or as slow as you like. It is self-paced. In my next iteration of this course, what I would love to do is to have a live version of every single lesson. And it'll be, in a private group so that, especially when you're kind of going through your stuff, people don't want to air their dirty laundry and have their angst out there for the world to see. It'll be in a private group. So, I want to be able to show you how to work through every single one of these particular beliefs. And, it's 16 lessons total. Okay. You have to figure out what's holding you back. One of the things would be is I don't have enough time. A lot of people think they don't have enough time to do what they want to do. One would be that I'm too old to start something new. My customer avatar is somebody that's, has had experiences, and they are at a certain point in their life where, I don't know. I recently turned 50. Well, actually, it's been a few years now, but I've recently turned 50. And a lot of people my age, they're like, I'm too old to start something new. No, you're not. Okay. No, you're not. Okay. Sometimes you might be dealing with past failure. I tried to do this a long time ago and it just didn't work. And so I don't think maybe I am cut out for this. Maybe you have a limiting belief around that. Okay. Sometimes you might have, think about how your past might negatively influence what you're doing now. Nope. You control all of this. Okay. Resources. This is another thing. Oh my goodness. Resources. You might have limiting beliefs around that. Also, like, you might have some major failures in your past, or you might compare yourself to others. Okay, stop it. Okay, come close. If I could, come close. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't compare yourself to anybody, because you are running your own race. Okay, back to this. Let's see, where did I go? Back to this. All right. Here's another lesson. And so I'm just scrolling through this, showing all the different lessons that I have here, right? Some people, you might think, well, I'm not responsible for this current situation. That might be true, but I can help you work through that lesson, right? This is deep. This one right here is deep. If you think you don't deserve success, we got to unpack this, okay? We have to unpack this, okay? That one is a deep one. Some folks are worried about what other people think. I don't give a dang what anybody else's thinks, okay? All right, so here we go. This is another one this is really, really deep, going into not giving yourself space for certain things, right? there's lots to unpack here, right?
Mm-hmm.
That you can't do everything yourself, that you feel like you're not smart enough, that you feel like you're not ready. Ooh, that right there. Sometimes, you know what? I want to do something, but I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't know. We talk about that in this course. And then also too, after completing the course, we talk about going forth and conquering all of those limiting beliefs. But those are some of the things that I talk about in this particular course. And, I absolutely, I can't wait for you guys to like jump in there and just check it out for yourselves.
And some of the guys that are in the chat that are happily married for X amount of years, like Mr. Steve Worthy and Ash Boland, that would be a great gift to give to their wives, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Just to show how much, baby, I love you. I know they gonna kill me on our offline session. Mr. James Hicks and Chris. I don't know if Chris is married. They gonna kill me for throwing them under the bus. Hey, if you're getting great value out of this discussion, 5 great tips on how to launch your first online course, smash the like button, click the thumbs up, share this on your favorite social media channel. And if you haven't had an opportunity to subscribe to this channel where we help you broaden your reach, your impact, and income through online video, please subscribe to the channel. Let me ask you 2 more questions and we'll get you out of here. This has just been such an epic show this morning. What are some pitfalls or some don'ts that we should avoid in creating an online course?
Oh, good Lord. Ooh, another curveball. Let's see. Don't rush. Don't rush. I know it took me a while to kind of get my things together. And I know that, I can only speak for myself, right? I wanted to do this for a long time. Okay. I wanted to do this for a long time, but you really want to take some time to really go through and think about what it is that you want to do. Really think about those objectives. Think about what you really want to say. Right. And, for some people, they're really good off the cuff, and so live streaming is awesome for them and they get really good off the cuff and they can do that. But, for other people who a little bit more, I like to really internalize and really think about what I'm saying so that it's impactful. I think a whole lot. I think too much. I think before I speak, but I wouldn't rush through that. I really want to know that the message that I have would resonate and really would touch someone, and so I didn't want to rush to just kind of like just get it out there, just to be out there, just doing stuff, because I don't want, I didn't want to be judged, right? Because I didn't want to be judged like, oh, that was crap. That was total crap. And then you don't have a second chance to make a first impression. So really take your time, and figure out what it is that you want to say and then go do that.
Let me let that breathe for a moment. Or as they say in the church, pause and calmly think of that about what this woman just said to you.
There you go. Let that marinate.
Let that marinate. Don't rush. Don't rush. What are some tips that you would give content creators, persons who are looking to create an online course, especially if they think they can make money at this real quick? What are some tips on guiding them about their expectations on how that they can be able to make money off on doing online courses?
I'm glad you asked me.
Let me spotlight you. Oh, spotlight.
Oh my goodness. Here's my first tip. Make sure, and we've been talking about this all morning, define your objectives. Okay. That's number one. You want to know, what are your objectives? Who are you speaking to? What do you want them to learn by taking your course? You want that to be crystal clear. Mm-hmm. Tip number 2 would be this: break it down into small, manageable steps. Because we talked about the brain dumping, right? Mm-hmm. Put all the information out so that, now that you can break it down, you can make it logical, each step a logical next step, right? And put it into small bite-sized pieces that now that, if you're writing a book, like when you were writing your manuscript, mm-hmm. right? You had to have all that information so in an outline form so that you can then, go from step to step to step to get it complete. And last but certainly not least, I will do this. After it's complete, or even during the process, get feedback from people who've done it before. You're not the first one to do it. Okay. You might be the first one that who did it. Okay. But get feedback from other people who have gone through this. Mm-hmm. They can help you with the pitfalls and things like that, because, if this is going to be your first time, you'll want to make sure that you don't fall into those traps. So ask people who've done it before and who've done it successfully. Mm-hmm. Ask them for their, opinion, and ask for some guidance. You definitely don't want to be the smartest person in the room. You want to make sure that you have smart people around you. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. I gotta acknowledge and probably, in my opinion, the number one SEO live stream show on YouTube and online, Mr. Paul Andre DeVero, all the way from the West Coast over there in Los Angeles. Good morning, sir. Good morning. Man, okay, we're going to keep this rolling because they popping in. If you're just joining us, especially, are you team replay or team live? Let us know in the chat. We're talking about 5 great tips that will help you to be able to launch your first online course, grow your brand and business on YouTube. So let me throw this next curveball since they popping in.
Oh my goodness.
What are some tips and strategies on promoting your first online course?
Ooh. Well, LinkedIn is one of it's a really great place, depending on what you're doing. If you're a TikToker and you're like doing like the most, LinkedIn is not the place for you. Okay, so right.
Damn, I can't do my ticking and talk. I'm sorry.
You can do your ticking and talking, work it all around the clock. You can do that, but
okay.
Yeah, no.
We're gonna copyright clear. That's for those of you who old school persons like Steve, where that's called a soul sonic fuss.
Yes. You gotta know where your audience plays. Okay, mm-hmm. Know where they hang out. If your audience hangs out on LinkedIn, mm-hmm. more professional, more more what's the word I'm looking for? I'll just say professional. More professional people are there. Yeah, if your course aligns with that with that platform, then yeah, go there. Mm-hmm. If you're taking the talking out here in these streets, you might want to do internet or like mm-hmm. YouTube, what do you call it? Instagram, things like that, because mm-hmm. that's where your audience hangs out. Right. Mm-hmm. You can even drop shorts on YouTube. You can drop reels and Instagram. Now Facebook, I guess, is doing reels too. They're mm-hmm. different places. Go where your folks hang out. Okay. Mm-hmm. So that's the real strategy. Go where they hang out. And so you remember we talked about that avatar worksheet. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Once you figure that out, it'll tell you, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Where are they hanging out? Where are they congregating? Where's the water cooler? Because we don't have water coolers anymore. But where's the water cooler? Where are they hanging out? That's mm-hmm. where you put your information, where they're mm-hmm. hanging out.
There you go. So they'll let you know if they're in Facebook groups, if they're part of a master class,
Hmm.
they will let you know. In that customer avatar, it's just a matter of just putting it out together and don't rush. Don't
Right.
rush.
Right. Oh my
Don't.
goodness, that made me think about the Don't Rush challenge.
Mhm.
But I'm not going to sing for you this morning. No, I'm not going to sing for you this morning.
Man, we almost had a huddle
Nope.
community. We almost
Nope.
had it.
Nope. Got to be quicker than that. Nope.
There you go. Let me ask you this final question. 3 things you wish you knew before starting your online creation journey.
How long it was going to take. That was number one. It took forever. It took forever. But yeah, if I knew how long it was going to take for me to like get all the stuff that was in my head out,
Mhm.
I would have started like 3 years before, to kind of make sure I had the time that I needed. And then also too, part of me, of the process while I was doing this, I realized that I too had limiting beliefs. I too had things that were blocking me. So I wish that, I had already gone through that process. The reason why it took so long for me, it was because I had to work through all the crap in my own head. Right. So, so once I started working through the stuff in my own head, and I'm like, okay, I have all my information out. I did my brain dump. Now, actually putting it together,
Mhm.
that part was the easy part. So, how long it was going to take, discovering what it is that was stopping me,
Mhm.
and the third thing. What would be the third thing? Um, Basically dedicating the time it took
Mhm.
to focus. And then once I got into a flow state where I'm like, oh, this is awesome. I have everything here. I know exactly where I am. I know exactly what I'm doing. Oh, this is coming so easily now. Once I got to that state, into flow state, I was like, okay, yeah,
Mhm.
it's on and cracking.
There you go. That's great. Hey, how can our viewers get in contact? We have everything in the description, but they need this course, Michelle. They need this course. How do they get in contact? Paul, Ash, Steve, Chris. How do they get in contact with a sister on this
Well,
cause?
Well, you can go to this link right here. Hold on, let's make sure that I have it right here for you. Boom shakalaka, right there. You go to lbcbranding.link/no limits. Oops, hang on. I'm trying to scroll back down to this right here. Go to lbcbranding.link/no limits, and you'll get to that homepage where you'll have all the information that you want about my upcoming course. Thank you so much.
All right. And of course, we have a question here, so we would not be remiss here. We can get my curt. Give me 1 second, Ash. Trying to get that point over there. Get that pointer there. Get him there. There. Okay. So, Ash asks us the question: what are you using for your slides? They look terrific and great.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much. I am a happy Ecamm user. Ecamm is my favorite tool. I'm a Mac girl. I am all things Mac here in my studio, and I use Ecamm Live to create all of my slides. I do all of these things directly inside of Ecamm, and I could use it to create my background. I have my text that can fly in and out. I can play movies. I can switch scenes. As a matter of fact, I built my course. All the scenes for my course, everything is all built into Ecamm Live. And if you are a Mac user and you like what you see, and you want a link, I can give you one.
There you go, Ash. You need the link. Get
Oh,
the link.
let's see. Let's get the link. Hold on. Oh, I know what it is. It's lbcbranding.link/ecam. Yes,
There you go.
branding. Okay.
There you go. And we will definitely put all appropriate links, necessary links in the description, especially for Team Replay, who will
Yes.
be joining us. We're truly grateful for those of you who watch the replay. Give us a hashtag Team Replay. And those of you who are still in the chat, oh, yes, Team Live, hashtag Team Live. This has truly been an epic show. Michelle, thank you for being a part of our series, Amazing Women on YouTube.
Thank you.
This is just to encourage not only all creators, but female creators. We want to use the platform of the huddle to encourage female creators that they are not, as my guest last week said, they're not to be hidden figures to themselves, but hidden
That part.
figures to be an influencer on these online streets. So thank you
Yes.
so much.
Yes. Yes. Oh my goodness. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me. Again, so hey, I absolutely love doing this. It's so much fun. And this to me, it's sort of like my life's passion for all my life. And I know that other women or other people, let's just say other people, you might have devoted your life to something, and now you're at a certain age, because my avatar are females of a certain age. Now that you feel like, you know what, it's time for me to do what I want to do. Okay. You've raised children, you've worked, you've done all the things that you needed to do. And now it's time for you to take care of yourself. So it's time for me to do the same thing. And I'm experiencing what that feels like now. And a lot of times I would live vicariously through other people, and I don't want to do that anymore. It's like, okay, it's time for me to do me. I got to do this. So that was part of my motivation. And I'm hoping that with taking people along this journey, that they don't have to be on the struggle bus. Let's do this together.
The struggle bus.
Hold up, wait a minute. That's the struggle bus. Let's roll the bus up in here. Okay. We don't got to be on the struggle bus. Let's do it together. Okay. So let's get that bus out of here. Also,
you've been catching the Greyhound bus for these years. Now we got the struggle bus. I like that.
We don't have to struggle bus it no more. Come on, let's do this.
I mean, Real Chicago says, excellent show. Thank you so much. Oh man, let me tell you, hey, if anyone else has any questions, please fire them up in the chat. We have this young lady want to be respectful of her time, but most importantly, respectful of your time. So if you guys have any questions you want to fire in the chat, please go ahead. We will definitely go into overtime in the huddle if we need to. So let us know. We're going once. We're going twice, especially if there's an internet delay in the system. Going 3. Perfect. Well, again, Michelle, thank you so much for being on the huddle. Question of the day for those of you who are Team Live, and as soon as I can do this, Team Live or Team Replay, are you working on an online course? And if you are, what's stopping you from getting that course released? Put it in the chat or Team Replay in the comment section. Give us your feedback so our expert Michelle can, respond to the comments as they come in. I will respond and encourage you to be able to get off the struggle bus. Get off that struggle bus and release that course. So, hey,
speak on it. Let's get that bus out of here. Okay.
Get that bus out of here. Get that bus out of here. Okay. See, as soon as I get ready to see, there's a question. See, we want to.
What you got? What you got?
What do we got here? There's something in the chat. Okay. What does he say? Oh, okay. Comment. You are amazing. Oh, you mean that for both of us, Ash? Oh man, you the man, man. You the man. No, that was for Michelle. That was definitely for
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Definitely.
Appreciate you.
She is not. She is definitely not a hidden figure, but one amazing woman on YouTube. So, hey guys, we're gonna get up out of here. Team Replay, Team Live. It has been truly epic. We will see you guys next week on the Huddle as we continue on in this series of encouraging our women to stop being hidden figures to themselves, but being amazing women on YouTube and online. We'll see you next week as me and Michelle kick it in the green room.
Deuce.